Hello. Early morning. I am. You know, I've done a 10:30 talk for a meetup in Singapore. It was like at noon for them. But I just don't know if I'm gonna have energy when the time for this talk rolls around. In 3 hours. Oh, look, they actually put the links in there. Good job, Pedro. Pedro's running. I'm giving a talk in 3 hours. I'm mostly tired. So yeah, today I'm gonna do what I've been putting off for a long time, and that's trying to get to a place where I can evaluate, LLMs. I know there's a bunch of these, which is great. I didn't know Cohere had their own. But I think local is what I want for this. But I don't know if they have any examples of locals. We'll have to see. No, I won't. Oh, caching is a good thing to know how to do then. Here we go. Local add example to the readme. Let's see what this is. It just says local.new, but what does local.new do? I think this is right. This is what we want. So I'm actually... I'll copy that. We're gonna start with this. And save that. Actually, first thing we need to do is go mod init. Oh, we gotta love go mod init. How do people think of creative names for software? I just call it what it is. Okay. So I think we're gonna start with this. But what I need to figure out is how to point it at my Llama C++, right? That's what I need to figure out. Also, did you know you could follow me on TikTok? I've been having a lot of fun turning these. Well, I just saw little Rottweiler puppies on Instagram. I have a lot of fun making clips. I don't know what else to call them besides clips. Out of my streams and putting them on TikTok. So, if you don't watch my streams, you can just watch the highlights. See, this is not what I want, I don't think. What is this bin? I think this bin... Yeah, I'm not running a local LLM binary. I mean, I am. Okay. I think this is what I want. I lied. This is exactly what I want. So... Garup, how are you doing? Any good Golang playlists to learn on Twitch? Are you talking for other Ghost streamers? Melky does a lot of Go. BeaconBot used to do a lot of Go, but I think Beacon's been doing a lot of Rust. Teach does Go. Me. Honestly, I think most of the Go content's on YouTube, and it's unfortunate. So this is the path to... And what's my Llama C++? No, actually, what I need to know is this absolute or relative? Because they were giving an absolute path. So if we're gonna give an absolute path, it would be... No. Home, not Llama bin Llama. Llama bin Llama is funny. It's like, sorry, Llama bin Llama. Code, ML, Llama, C++, and then, what's it called? It should be just main. Yeah, it's main. So args 1 and 2. So the first arg, when we run it ourselves, when I run the main, is the M models, the P prompt. Okay. Should we ask Pedro? Do you think Pedro knows? Hey, Pedro. Who are the best Golang Twitch streamers? Pedro should know. There's a couple, who do it in, like, Spanish and stuff. We're just gonna... Let's just take this straight across for now. Let me just escape you. Escape you. Pedro asleep? No, Pedro's just thinking. So, Pedro's really noisy. Or it used to be. Pedro also takes some time to process. Especially when I'm watching myself on Twitch. So, global args. I don't think I need that right now. Okay, so with this one, maybe I don't need that. So let's take you out. Put you there. And then... the command will look like this. Will it do that without the P for prompt? Well, I mean, we can try it. Errors never used, it's not. Let's build it. Okay. What's our error? El Cravo, you're awake at this hour? It is bedtime. You should know that this is bedtime. Or, this is play Elden Ring time, apparently. Three-hour time difference. You're 3 hours ahead of me. What do you mean there's not? Code ML llama CPP. Code ML llama CPP main. SF6? What's SF6? Is that the you got a job doing Go? Street Fighter. Street Fighter. Okay. I was like, cuz I'm pretty sure everybody's playing Elden Ring. Teaching Go. That's impressive. That's impressive. There is two. Oh, I wonder. Let's try this. I think I need to do this sucker. So it needs to be Like, main's something you need to run. Recording content? Nice. So, like a TA or something? That sounds like a teacher's assistant type thing. It's a paid course? Or are you doing it through one of those education sites? So, a while back, what's their face? Manning Publication? I didn't want to close that. Manning Publication was trying to get me to do one of their courses. To make a course for them. We all believe all knowledge should be free, but I get paid to teach too, so. That being said, I try at least. I try to make all of my, even though some of my content is paid, it's kind of like this, right? I do think that some people want, like, based on learning styles, like some people learn better from interacting and some people don't. So at least when I create educational stuff or content, what I do is I try to make the source material available and then for free, so like on GitHub or something, and then my time teaching is paid. So like I can answer questions and stuff. So like TA is fine. Like you can teach and be a TA. Like I think that is fine being paid as long as the material itself is available somewhere, which it probably is. Anyway, that's just kind of how I navigate that because I agree it's a little bit weird. So if I want to run this, can I do it like this? No, you can't. Can you do... Okay, so if I wanted to do... I have to do a relative path. Well, they didn't want it relative path. So if I did Mariah Peterson... Okay, I'm gonna do it relative path. Oh, good. And if you're recording videos, and check your agreement. So any of the videos you're recording, if you have any IP rights to them, intellectual property rights to them, then those videos you can publish yourself. Sometimes videos you don't have IP rights to, so just be careful. But so far I've been lucky in that every time I make a course, I can put the material on GitHub, so. Then it literally just is the act of me instructing that's, you know. Because yes, I agree. I think there's a... Since the internet, there is no reason for paid education. We just need to have better methods of distributing information. And because people's time is valuable, people give instruction, and also, that's the other part of it where it's like, oh yeah, the materials should be free, but what about the time I put into crafting them? That's the one thing that I haven't quite figured out yet. I think I'm gonna try an experiment. You want me? Oh gosh. Hats off was redeemed. I'm gonna try and experiment with like a donation system on future content, future courses I create. The one who does a really good job is boot.dev. Lane Wagner made boot.dev, so it's just backend, Go, Python, whatever. All of the content is free, but like I was saying... Yeah, but you have to pay bills and propose to your girlfriend, right? Like, in theory, it would be paid by helping humanity if we didn't have bills. Or have to eat, right? So, Lane does really good where basically the content itself is free, but like TA hours and stuff are paid for. So like there are ways, it's just not easy. So he has it as a binary path. So I'm gonna make this be a relative path. So if it's a relative path, then it would be go projects, well that, go projects. And then we wouldn't need code. Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. Okay, so now that does exist. Oh, thanks. It is very blue, and I need to wash it. But this is a fresh dye. This is fresh blue. And I love stuff like this. So my hair is not naturally super dark, and I actually have a lot of like gray and white hair. But this is bleached underneath. So just be aware, the darker your hair is, the more bleach time, and the more time you bleach, the more damage it does to your hair. Like 100%. Yeah. I love bleaching my hair because I can do fun stuff like this. If you want to talk about bills I have to pay, hair maintenance is a bill. So I need a job to pay for that. So when it runs completion, generate from prompt on local. What's that doing? It is an investment, and as long as I show my hair on Twitch, it's a business expense. Investment on the opposite of therapy. This is therapy. Oh, this is... I don't want to go there. Let's do a thumped.errorf here. Failed to create client. %w. See ya, you have a good night. It's also... Oh, I will. I'm gonna be up until... I start giving a talk at 0:30, 0:30. That's when I start giving my talk to the Korean conference, so it'll be a party. Have a good night. Yep, the Korea one. Thanks. Oh, I know. It's a talk I've given before, so I'm not worried at all. But thanks for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it. That's what I thought. I thought this was gonna have an error. Like, I almost... If I didn't believe in open source and making people's lives better long term, I would almost run this myself. I mean, I would almost just do an os.run. You know, if I'm smart, which I'm not always, figuring this out would make a great blog post and video. I'm not smart. So they are just running an exec. Hopefully. No, I want the local completion. So it is completion with a prompt. Okay. So for Llama C++, we need a dash P. I knew this was going to come up. And this is why I wanted to add a Llama C++ plugin. We might do that. I'm going to start doing it my way. And then we'll go back and work backwards. So we're going to take this and work backwards. We have a client here, a C client. Where is C? Local client. I want to start with you, actually. Okay. Perfect. And client is the right term. So we're going to have a client here. Client contains the I need to turn on my fan 1 minute. I know, baby. It is past my dog's bedtime, and they are very attached at night. So I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll get there. We'll have a nice relaxing sleep in Saturday. I will probably be sleeping all day tomorrow. So I know okay. Okay, I just got an Cool. I just wanted to confirm we're using the same link. So I don't want this one. We want main. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have a client type, which I really don't care about the main right now. Oh, this is gonna overwrite my clipboard. And we have this sucker. So we're gonna have a function that acts on the client, and it's not called run. And it's called create executable. Yeah, create execute command string. Perfect. And all it's going to return is a string. And so now what I can do with this is I can create a test. And my test is going to have this. I know. I wish I could get Go tests to run again. So now I can do Go tests. All. I love Go tests. Cool. We aren't gonna be doing this. But now I can create a test. And also, I can create a test that runs, that checks this for every single one of my things. Let me just check my WhatsApp real quick. Awesome. When do I have my... I'm just checking my calendar invite again to make sure I have the right time. Yep, 12:30 a.m. my time is when I will be running. Okay, so now I don't do TDD that much, except for when you want to know the one time. So here's I almost never write the test first. So TDD, test-driven development, TDD, does not mean test-first development. It means that when you are writing your tests... Oh, I hate this. And it doesn't need to be a pointer to a client, I don't think, but we're doing a pointer. What it means is that you have tests for every use case. Like, it basically means test-driven development means you've thought out of the multiple paths of execution. You've thought out success paths, fail paths, whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to write the test first, because that's not part of it. But I don't prescribe to TDD in general, because I hate writing tests. But one thing I know that I almost always do TDD for, is string formatting. If I need a string to look like something, test first. Get the test. I want everything to be TDD. So, if I'm ever trying to get a string to look beautiful, it is TDD all the way. Client has not container. It has bin path, args, and what was the other thing I had? and global as args. I don't know what global as args means. Oh, yeah, we're just gonna have args. So we have a bin path and we have args. And we don't want it to look like that, but I'm glad you generated that, thanks. We want it to look like this. And it's not main, again. So we'll be pointing to Go projects puts us in code, and this puts us in ML llama.cpp -main. So that should be what that looks like. And this is our test. So my bin path here should be that. And I should have... I don't want these as args. Ooh, that's a good comment here. So here I just have a slice of strings, and this is a bit ridiculous. So I'm probably going to change this a little bit. And have args be an args type. So args is not a slice of string. So we'll have type args struct. And there we go. Model path prompt n e and log disable. And so this is what I'm starting with. If I go over to llama C++, I should be able to do a help main and figure out what Sorry, I got pinged, so I thought I heard a noise. Who is messaging me? You know who we haven't heard from in a minute? Pedro. What you doing, Pedro? Probably just sitting around. Let's Who won the soccer game? Okay, so N is number of tokens, and E is process prompt escapes sequences. And so now this args looks very different. Sorry, we need to save that. JP, how are you doing? I don't know what the chance that Mexico wins, but it's higher than the chances Peru wins. What do you think? Or USA. USA plays Bolivia on Sunday, so the USA should get at least one win. Oh yes, that is the model path. Missing comma. Oh, look. Oh. USA's not going to become legit by the time the World Cup comes around. It's because it's just not going to. We need about 10 more years. Is that the coach? I just figure we have to wait for all the people who grew up and saw Messi play in Miami. When all the kids that are watching Messi play now grow up, then we'll be good. So basically, yeah. We're gonna create a string. So we have this. Pretty much. Okay, right. E and logs disable. That does not how it works here. Who decided that that's how it works? Well, I mean, like, yeah, the best NBA players were the people that grew up watching Michael Jordan, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh, dang it. Now I'm in one of those pickles where I can't see the difference. This is fun. So what I usually do in this case is I just have them started at the same clean spot. Comma want. There is an extra space. I don't know why there's an extra space here. Oh, there is, because... Oh, the extra space is here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do one without those. And so... Cool. We got 2 passes. Okay, so let's go back to our main.go. That's not main.go. So here we have a command that returns, so we just need to do cmd dot... Oh, it's exec dot. So we have... Yeah. Well, we can actually take that from our test, can't we? So then there would be another one that is client.run. We don't need to do that. We just need to have an exec dot what are they running? No. It's an internal local client. So they're running... Oh, did they run it in completion? That's a weird place to run it. Exec command. Oh, no, they're just doing exec command.context. And so I should just be able to do cmd, exec command, and then, yeah, I think I want to run it. Yeah, so exec command just returns a command. Oh, I need to have the name. Cool. The name is llama run llama. So that's the name, and then we have our command, and that returns an exec command, and then we can run it. Go doc is what I wanted. Go doc. Why did one of them say output? So what does... Give me a second. Give me a second. Exec command output runs the command and returns its standard output. Okay. That's what I want then. Standard out, comma, error. Yeah, that's fine. The first argument, it does look... Okay. So now... It's because it's not an X... Okay. Okay, so it's not found in the path. What if I did this? With the space. I know this will break the test, but just give me... This is why I don't do TDD. Llama C++ is not an executable. Main is the executable. Right? The name is main. Oh, this is what I'm doing wrong. So, this is not what I wanted. So this whole thing that I'm giving it should just be CMD. Because I'm already handling the args. Yeah, okay, I forgot to take this off. So if I wanted to run that... Oh, that's why. I can run it like that. This is not in my Go path. That's why. No such file or directory. If I did llama C++ main with my models Mistral 7B, and it used the default prompt, right? Just like that. What's wrong? Oh, I think the model path also needs to be. Okay. Now it's... I did a Control-C, so it's not gonna give me a recipe for making chocolate cookies in French. I didn't think that there would be a string. I was just hoping. I don't know what main.log is, but I'm glad we have it. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. No such file or directory. Why does it think there's no such file or directory when I could straight up just run this? Did you tell my lights went out? That means it is 10:30.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a reflection of this struggle, to study our perception of self.
I forgot the extra dot.
Isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static.
See, that works. That's exactly what I want.
Like water. Be like water.
What's so hard? Yeah, it looks like our model broke. And this is the other thing too, as I'm tired, I don't want to run this as a server. I still think that it would behave better if it didn't run as a server. I think this sucker just craps out sometimes. Like it's having a full-on conversation with itself. Why doesn't it like this though? So obviously that command thing doesn't work the way I think it should. So if we go doc browser, open in Twitch. And this is all they were doing. Was this. With the context, which we should have. I'm not saying don't have it. But I do think it has a problem with it not being a binary. If I did this, can I do SH and this exact same thing? Cannot execute binary file. Oh. What if I did bash? Cannot execute binary file. Okay. And it fails here every time. This is essence water. I put an herbal tea bag in carbonated water and made my own LaCroix. So take that, LaCroix. That's straight up LaCroix. I can't. Except for it's more than smells. So why don't it work? You got any thoughts, homies? Command.string is totally a thing. I want to do this. So this does not have an error. Oh. Actually, let's call this one raw. Because I may also be having a little bit of a misconception here about how it wants to deal with args. Yeah, it's looking for the whole thing as a freaking file. So let's just try this. Let's do, I know there's that, but we're just gonna do client.bin path. Nope, that's all I want to do. Client.bin path. Okay. I had a misconception here. So when we create execute command, we're creating args. Now we want this to be a slice of string. This needs to be a slice of string. And this needs to be args. So this C bin path doesn't matter. This is what matters. And we're going to still call this command. That's fine. I should have done a search and replace. We always forget to do search and replace, right? We're going to call that. We're not going to return a slice of string here at all. We're just going to straight up. It's a good thing we made that a pointer, because now we can. No. C args equals command args. So now when we have this, I need to go update my blah blah. We have the client bin path, and now we have cmd args. Isn't that great? Exactly. No. Now these are just args. You're just a thing. You're gone. You're args. See? And this is why I don't do TDD. Oh. Command args should be a slice of string. Ha! Equals a slice of string. And so now we're gonna do this. Where's the comma? Yes, 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 yes. No, no. So now here, And here's another pinned. Hey Pedro, glad you're running. Doesn't return anything. It just formats. Actually, we can do this. No. We're just gonna do that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and throw up a change. Pedro's gonna tell you no. Pedro loves JavaScript. Pedro might take a minute. It's kind of slow. We're gonna have, it's probably spacing, but let's check. Yep, it is spacing. Looks like I don't need that space first. Or any of these spaces, as a matter of fact. Now I have an extra, okay, now I have an extra space. There's still extra spaces I don't need. This one. Okay, so there should be here. line 25. Okay, what have we got here? There we go. Pedro, what's your deal, my dude? Well, Pedro ran a post. So did the bot say it was empty? No. We reconnected. Just barely. So that's probably why. It reconnected and didn't post. Sometimes that happens. Did that work? This is creepy. My automatic prediction didn't work? Oh, it did work. Okay. So we got a whole bunch of options. These are all different options. So I don't know who this is a conversation between, but that did work. Okay, so that's awesome. Oh, we're talking about MMA now? Tag MMA? Okay, so it doesn't like when I give it those commands. So let's go see. They have other ones, so like top end sampling sequence. Does it have a temperature? So at some point, we're gonna have to do a switch, like an if exists type thing on all of these. This is like way better than before. So why don't we do this? So essentially, I know I have args, blah blah blah. For my thing, what I want to do... Well, first things first. What time is it? 10:54. Pedro! Oh, Pedro's imploded. Yeah, it looks like it just dropped your connection, JP, and wouldn't answer. Okay, so let's just find a couple of models and see what happens. I need to make a hugging face count. Oh, I have a good. Yeah, alla proxima. Pedro, you're cheering for me like I'm a freaking soccer team. There you go. Soy Pete Tech, Soy Pete Tech, Soy Pete Tech. Every once in a while you can get it to speak different languages. Okay, well, this phi instruct 4Q will be the one that I start with. Let's... No, I want to download it. Let's download you. Oh, I should do something... to create a collection. Collection name is called Pedro Test Models. Cool. Where was the bloke? Yes. Yeah, just because I used this one. This is one of the ones I downloaded. So, I should add that to my collection to keep track, right? Metallama 3 plus 7B. This one has a lot of downloads. I don't understand... Don't you think we should want a lot of stars? Oh, I've heard things about Mixtral. Let's download a Mixtral one. The size is only 26 gigabytes. I'm gonna download these and kill my... Okay. Let's download you. Okay, that's just 3. We'll dump those 3 into models And do they not have the GGOFs in there? Oh, they're probably both still downloading, right? I just want... Yeah, show me in the Finder. Oh, it's there. It's called Phi. To models. We'll call this Microsoft Phi 3 Mini 4K Instruct. So here's where it gets fun. So let's go ahead. See ya, have a good night. I mean, it's only 1 a.m. in Texas, so that's when you're supposed to be going to bed anyway. Oh. Okay, so we can... What is the best programming language? Copy. Let's see what this guy says. Did not run command. Oh, because it has Mistral in there. Good call. I should just change that path to be Pedro. So this is actually not any faster. As a language model, I don't have a personal preference. However, can provide information on strengths for various programming languages. The best programming language often depends on. Cool. Did our other sucker finally download? Nah, it's still downloading. Well, I'll just take these 3 and then... I know nothing about models, Hermes. So, like... I 100% will need help picking these. Because, like, I have no what the difference between Capybara Hermes is, but Mistral between the other one, and, like, I have no clue. All I know is that this one's gonna explode. Chinese uncensored. Hey, thanks for being online still, Rugmat. Have a good night. I just realized I might be getting only questions in Korean. Well, that's actually a really good response, Pedro. You're getting pretty good at this. Well, you finished downloading, so I can move you. Yeah, but I told Pedro that its job was to answer questions, so Pedro's just an idiot. So when we go for text, we should do text generation. That's what we want to search for. Probably, I think. And then I want to sort by... It's almost done. Most likes. Or trending. Well, this is literally the one I'm using. The one with the most likes. And almost most downloads. Looks like this Llama 7 chat actually has more downloads. You said you were gonna ask me a question. Pedro, you're the best. So it's gonna take about 12 years. And I'm probably gonna delete it, and we're probably, like... It's like, when we actually do the tests, like, if, just from now, just like... superficially, I would probably grab this one, even though I think this is the one I have. I would grab this one, this one, this one, and just run with, like, those would be the three I would choose without knowing any better. Because I don't know any better. I just don't. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do long term, I mean, not long term. So this is just an experimentation script. But this has proven that Llama C++ local is not running the way I thought it would. And I still want to put that back into LangChain Go, I think. Local's really, well, I mean, it's really close, but just the fact that I want to be able to do the -p for prompt and provide the model path, I think that is the biggest difference. Okay, that finished. Okay, let's see what this sucker does. I deleted like 20 gigabytes, not 20, 200 gigabytes of videos the other day, so we can hold a 20 gigabyte model, no problem. I don't know if my, I don't know if my Windows machine could handle a 20 gigabyte model, but my Mac sure can. My Windows machine can barely handle the model it's running. Okay. 1 hour and 10 minutes till I log on to that talk. 1 hour and 10 minutes. The other thing that this that I'm doing in Pedro that I'm not doing here, that I'll probably want to figure out how to do, is I am changing the system prompt. And so I'll need to figure out what it means to change the system prompt. So this is good. After this, next steps would be add the function to Langchen Go. Rug Matt, you're supposed to be going to bed. Stream is delayed compared to captions? Like the captions are happening before me?